don't get up yet.
What happened?
You were in a coma. Can you remember your name?
No. Yes, I'm Tessa.
Good. Do you know what happened?
Oh, my head. It's like it's been split in two. Was I in an accident?
Yes. Can you remember any of it?
Not really. I know I woke up in a sleeping pod.
Then tell me everything you do remember. From the start.
I was freezing. That's the first thing I noticed. That's when I knew something was wrong. It's not reacting! Oh. What? Mark? Mark! Where are you? Something's wrong here. Have we crashed? Oh, my whole body hurts. His sleeping pod is empty. He probably got woken up by the system after the crash and must have ran to the cockpit. He could have woken me up too. I should look for him and... ow! Oh! Damn it, I'm stuck. All I can move is my arm. Sharp and pointy. I have to be careful with it. A shard. It's too sharp. The opening mechanism is blocked. No way to get it to work. Great. Mechanism is blocked. The cover is torn. I can see the foam padding. Pulled out a large piece. A piece of foam padding from my... Yes, that works. Now I can hold it without cutting myself. Come on. I have to get out of here. Finally. First of all, I need to get my spacesuit on. It's freezing. So that's why it's cold. The nitrogen tubes have burst and are freezing everything. I'm definitely not dressed for the occasion. I'm cold enough as it is. I should probably wait on this. Mark? Cockpit, this is Tessa. Mark, can you hear me? Cockpit, this is Tessa. No reply. That either means there's a technical problem or Mark is... I need to get to the cockpit now. Damn it. This is worse than I thought. Why did we crash? The guidance system should have been able to prevent it from happening. At least it's not smoking as much up here. Mark and I can fix this. I'm sure. We have to fix this. Mark... The cockpit is blocked by Rebel. Maybe he's injured and trapped in there. At least that would explain why he isn't responding. Okay, Tessa. What to do? Maybe go at it from the outside? That's the door to the hold, but it won't open. I need to find another way forward. The console is broken. I think I know how to repair it, but I need my suit or I'm toast. That's a lot of debris. There should be something there that I could use. A thin, pointy piece of metal. A few bolts. I'll just take all of it. A crate. Standard color, standard size, standard contents. Empty. This pipe transports nitrogen, which is freezing the locker from the back. It is controlled via a valve. That might have stopped the nitrogen. Damn, it's been exposed to the cold for too long. The ice is preventing me from opening it. It won't just thaw on its own. The ice is too thick and sturdy to just scratch it away. Damn, it's been exposed to... It won't just thaw on its own. There's disinfectant inside that we have to use before going into cryosleep. Easily flammable. I should be glad if I didn't wake up as a human torch. If I pull this lever, the stuff would pour out onto the ground. There's disinfectant inside that we have to use before... That's Mark's cryopod. Looks like it's intact and unharmed, but there's no sign of him. This pipe leads to a tank where cooling fluid is filtered. It must have burst in the crash. The sieve might be useful, even when it's taken apart. The cables are broken and the insulation is gone. I have to be careful. The console is broken. I think I know how to repair it. Ha! It's just as Confucius says. The woman who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Or at least she would, if she could. They're too heavy just to pick them up. I have to get to the cockpit from the outside. The hull is torn. I can see the insulating foil, but I can't get it out. Sometimes you just have to break things even more before you can repair them. The rest is junk. Done! I've had to improvise a lot of bowls in the past few years, and I think this one is my second best. I don't really have a use for a bowl full of sparks. Locked. You can see a lock at the front with an almost round keyhole. Great. Standard color. No nosy neighbors in sight, but I should put on the spacesuit as long as I can't be sure if there's any breathable air out there. It's in the locker next to the sleeping pods. That's the door to the hold, but it won't. I need to find another way. The card reader for the hold door. I need an ID card to use it. A detached metal bar. Oh, I can't reach it. There's no more nitrogen coming out, and I wouldn't mind if it stayed that way. That's Mark's cryopod. Looks like it's intact and unharmed, but there's no sign of him. That's Mark's cryopod. I should be able to use this to collect and transport the disinfectant. Oh, that was easier than I expected. Finally, some heat. Almost too much heat. My eyes are burning. This should hopefully thaw the ice if I have enough fuel. Ha! It's working! Oh, that's nice. So comfy and warm. Watch out, foreign planets. You can't scare me anymore. Well, at least not with cold temperatures. But I won't put the helmet on until I go outside. There's something in these pockets. Keys, matches, and... our company's ID card. But the name on it is... Melissa Luna? Who's that? But that's definitely me in the picture. So, this company can send rockets through space, but then prints the wrong name on my ID card? No wonder we crashed if they can't even get that right. Before I start looking for Mark again, I should write down my experiences on my ID card's logbook. Well, IMC's accident protocol requires me to do so, and we've definitely had an accident. I'll just use this one. Strange. This data is pretty similar to mine. It's almost a complete match. But the numbers and the date of birth are shifted by one. 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. But the biometric data is correct. I'm sure the picture is wrong. And the other thing is a coincidence? I don't recognize the name, though. Weird. I shouldn't be wasting my time with this. Examine planet, find Mark, repair ship, survive. That's all that matters. Focus, Tessa. I need to insert the cables into the sockets to make the door work again. There's a lamp for each socket to show if it's receiving Okay, the cables are where they should be. Now I can try the outer door again. I'm excited to see what's out there. Or I would be if I wasn't in this situation. The card reader for the hold door. I need an ID card to use it.
Access denied.
Strange. That's my card, and the bioscanner should confirm that it's me, and that I have access. Something isn't right here. It's a card reader, not a keyhole. The card reader for the hold door. The door to the hold. Locked. The card reader needs an ID card. Locked. You can see a lock at the front with an almost round keyhole. Perfect fit. Ah, a toolbox. I mean, I hope it's a strange packet with an interstellar radio device. What do we have here? Screwdriver, sealant foam, and a blowtorch. A crate, standard color. I'd better put on the helmet, just to be sure. I hope the door survived the crash. Yes! It's seen better days, but it's open. Barren rock, all gray and dead. I was hoping for a world thriving with interesting flora and fauna. That looks pretty bad, and here I was thinking we'd be able to fix it. Where even are we? Was this planet our destination, or did we go off course? And what even is our mission? My head is spinning. I can't even remember our mission. Must have been quite the crash. Or maybe the disinfectant was out of date. Nothing. Nothing at all. No buildings, lights, roads, just nothing. A barren wasteland. Maybe our mission was to explore a newly found, boring planet and collect samples. A planet like this one. I mean, foreign planets are always exciting, but under the circumstances. Oh, Mark! Of course! Nothing stirring in the cockpit, but he has to be there. Where else could he be? I need to get in there somehow. Rocks as far as the eye can see. And some smoke. But that's probably just from the planet's volcanic activity. There seems to be plants over there. I can see something green. Some silver lining at least. That means there could be water, food, and maybe even life. I can't see anything in there. Just some flashing sparks. Mark has to be in there. This panel allows us to service the instruments behind it. The mechanism to open it is on the right. You usually activate it from the cockpit, so there has to be but it's too short and too small. The welder isn't lit. Good, that works. I have to combine something before I can weld. I have to combine something before I can weld. I can't combine or affix them. I have to combine something. The only thing I can do with this welder is weld pieces of metal together. I have to combine something. The cockpit's braces connecting it to the fuselage are still intact, as far as I can tell. But it's hanging to the side quite a bit. I'd better just leave it as is. Where the hell are we? The TAC-92's wreck. If I could only remember how it crashed. This used to be part of the landing gear. There are a few parts scattered inside. A large hook that sealed the maintenance hatch during the flight. Must be pretty sturdy. And the lever to open the hatch. Both made from heat-proof ceramics. Nothing left inside. I can see some debris. But if Mark is underneath it, then there's no hope for him. He has to be in the cockpit. It's still smoldering a bit, but it shouldn't explode now, and the fire should go out by itself. Soon. The only thing I can do with this welder... I can't combine or... I can't combine or affix... A large hook made of heat-proof ceramic. I can't combine or... This panel allows us to... The mechanism to open it is on the right. Even if I could reach it with this, it wouldn't fit inside the crack. This panel allows us to service the instruments behind it. The mechanism to open it is on the right. You usually activate it from the cockpits. I can't combine or affix... Sealing foam, specially made for burst pipes, hardens within seconds once it comes in contact with air. A large hook made of heat-proof ceramic. A broken-off lever made of heat-proof ceramic with a heavy grip. Multiple metal bolts. They've all been damaged in the crash, but they're still usable. A pointed piece of metal. Must have fallen from the ceiling in the crash. I can't see anything in there, just some flashing sparks. Mark has to be in there. The rest is junk. Ha! It's just as Confucius says. The woman who moves a mountain begins by carrying a... I have to get to the cockpit from the outside. This card isn't authorized for the cargo hold. It's still smoldering a bit, but... I can't reach it. The TAC-92. The cockpit's braces can... I'd better just leave it at... This panel allows us to service the mechanism... I have to combine something before I can weld. I have to combine something. I can't combine or affix them. I can't combine or... Rocks is... There seems to be plants. I can see some debris, but if Mark is... I have to combine something. Sealing foam, specially made for... An ID card of the Intergalactic Mine. There's a picture of me on it. However, it... Nothing left in... This panel allows us to... A mechanism to open... Even if I could reach it with this... Even if I could reach it with this... I would probably fit behind it, but it's too short and too small. I can't combine or affix... A magnetic screwdriver with a plastic grip. The rest is junk. There's no more nitrogen coming out, and I wouldn't mind if it stayed that way. Cockpit for Tessa. No reply from... That's Mark's cryopod. A detached metal bar. I can't. Yes, I can reach it with that. I can't combine Earth. I can't combine Earth. I can't combine Earth. I have to combine something before I can weld. I can't combine Earth. A bit wobbly. If I could fasten it properly, the pole would have a pointed flat edge that I could use. This helmet isn't equipped with welding goggles, but it should at least keep my eyes from melting. Not a bad weld seam for a beginner. I suppose Mark would say otherwise. Show off. This is where the mechanism should be. Come on. Mark would have been able to help me here. As if. Yes, I knew it! There's a passage to the cockpit. The mounts on this panel look solid. I have to try it. Unpleasant, but unavoidable. Carefully now. Mark! What? Nobody here. Did he just leave me behind? No, he would never do that. He would only go if he knew I wasn't in danger. And this is better than finding his body lying around. Wherever he is, we need help to get away from here. After breaking down, the first thing we need to do is send out an emergency signal. I hope someone will receive it. The earlier I get it done, the better. Mark has to wait. Right. Emergency signal. I need that console over there. I don't think all these flashing lights are a good sign. I should try transmitting an The power cell's slots are behind it. I should open it. It won't turn on. Probably no power. The power cells for the cockpit are behind the cover below. Mark's logbook. Didn't he take it with him? Or maybe he left it here on purpose so I could find his hints. Mark's logbook. An old version, but he likes things retro. Maybe I can find some answers in it. It's not completely intact anymore. I'll remove the ID card. Then I can read the entries in my logbook. I can always count on my screwdriver. I don't believe it. The power cells are empty. Mark explained to me how to properly utilize any residual charge. All slots have to be filled, I remember that much. But I have to rearrange the cells. If I relay the remaining energy to the communication transmitters, I might just be able to create a signal. But I'd also have to somehow broadcast the signal, and I need the control console for that. So both console and the comms need to be supplied with energy. That's the symbol for the communication transmitters. They're drawing energy from 2 cells. The symbol for the ship's outer sensors. The symbol for the electric locks. That's the symbol for the display, so the console's up here in the cockpit. It won't work as long as there's no power. Okay, the communication device and the display have as much energy as I can give them. Let's hope it works. Still works. Right then. Communication. Emergency signal.
Low energy. Emergency signal cannot be activated. Low energy. Emergency signal. Low energy. Low energy. Emergency signal cannot be activated.
Damn it! Do something! You could at least make a little noise! If only Mark was here. I need more power to send an emergency signal. Which means power cells. There should be some in the hold. Don't let me down. Accepted! Oh, it requires further authentication? There's security, and then there's paranoia. I need the key code that Mark set. I need the key code that Mark set. Mark secured it with his ID number. How can someone so forgetful fly a spaceship?
I'm in! But what is all this stuff? I should stay away from it, but all the technical equipment is down there. Most importantly, the power cells. And with it, my only hope of sending out an emergency signal.